Rivera was born on December 8, 1886 in Guatemala, Mexico. His passion for art emerged early on. He began drawing as a child at the age of 10. Rivera spent a good portion of his adult life in Europe and the United States, as well as in his home in Mexico City. Early in his career, he dabbled in Cubism and later embraced post-impressionism. He was involved in the world of politics as a dedicated Marxist and joined the Mexican Communist Party in 1922. Deigo Rivera had a twin, but unfortunately his twin died at the age of 2. The family moved to Mexico City shortly thereafter. His parents encouraged Diego's artistic talent, enrolling him in San Carlos Academy of Fine Art when he was approximately 12 years old. There he studied traditional painting and sculpting techniques. Deigo Rivera and Frida Kahlo met at the Mexican Communist Party. The relationship between Frida Kahlo and Deigo Rivera was not a typical love story. Most of the time they had messy fights, multiple extramarital affairs, and even divorced in 1939, only to remarry a year later. The duo painted each other for 25 years. The Detroit industry murals by prominent Mexican artist Deigo Rivera pay a tribute to Detroit's manufacturing base and labor force. In the first half of the 20th century, Detroit was the center of America's most important industry, automobile manufacturing, and it was a symbol of modernity and the power of labor and capitalism. Commissioned by Edsel Ford, then president of the Ford Motor Company, Rivera completed the 27-panel work at the Detroit Institute of Art in 1933. It is considered the finest example of Mexican mural art in the United States, and Rivera thought it was his most successful work. A leader of the Mexican mural movement, Rivera sought to bring art to the mass through large-scale public works, which often featured styled representations of working class and indigenous culture of Mexico. Rivera saw industry as the indigenous culture of Detroit. Depicting Detroit industry as a whole, which particularly emphasizes on the automobile industry, the mural highlights and dualates constructive, destructive, organic of the industry and technology. On the south wall, which comprised the largest part of the mural, depict the manufacture of 1932 Ford V8 at the company's River Road plant. He drew upon his background in Cubism, showing multiple angles simultaneously to depict the bustling activity and relationship among processes taking place on the factory floor. When the murals were unveiled, they sparked a major controversy. Some critics claimed that they were sacrilegious, others didn't like images of working class featured in such a prominent place, and still others were upset at the sum of the artist was paid at the height of the Great Depression. The Detroit City Council even considered a vote to whitewash the murals. Today, the murals are considered one of the most important modernist work of the 20th century and were given National History Landmark status in 2014.